Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world, wherever you are in the universe. This is Swifty, the Ineffectual Gamer, and this is an Elite Dangerous live stream. Good evening. Don't know why my game's not showing. There we go. Came in slowly, but it got there eventually. So, do you know, my camera, I was wondering earlier if it was just a tad too high, and it is a tad too high. I don't want to see too much mess on this side, but if my baby's asleep over here, I want to see her, but she's not. She's sleeping on the laptop. Can you see her? She gets heat from the fan. She's a baby. She's my baby. Right, I'm going to knock the music down. Because I totally realised you probably couldn't hear what I was saying there anyway, so... Right, okay. Let's get on with this. Loading into the game and everything. So I'm going to turn off the preview just for a moment. And I'm going to... load into the game. There we go. And anybody who might want to join me tonight will be absolutely welcome. If you want to join me mining. And if we have a little bit extra at the end of the stream, I'm going to actually do something from something else. So what about carry jump complete? Okay. So we are going to, I do believe, like Wolf 192 maybe is the name. Wolf 406. I was close. I was only 3 digits out. Okay, and we're going to actually make our way over to the fleet carrier. So apparently I've been here before. So it's a couple of jumps because we're in a big ship, but we'll get there, not to worry. Let's see how I get on. Just going to load my Twitch stream. Just to make sure that's running. Let's turn on the ship uncoupled. Maintain correct lane on exit. Seems like the chat's going across. So that's good. So hopefully that means everything's working alright. I did have a bit of a crash in the mailbox earlier, but it wasn't that bad. So not too concerned.
You are clear of station restrictions. Be careful out there, Commander.
And we are away. I said 3 jumps. I hopefully haven't put a neutron star in this. There's no way I'm taking this ship to a neutron star. I think I once tried it with the Anaconda and it was hard work. This thing might heat up quick, but it doesn't have scoop quick, so... I might need a new webcam, you know. This one just seems cloudy and old. There's no point. Hi Mike, I am a couple of minutes early, yeah. The reason is because I need to get to the fleet carrier and get into the ship, so I was like, oh, I'll just, rather than do that all pre-stream, I'll just stream out a couple of minutes early and nobody's going to miss anything by the time I get there. And then my ship's all fixed up now after that guy tried to kill me. So first part of the stream is going to be a mining stream, and then I'm going to try something a little bit different. And I think it's something I've never done before in game. It's kind of exploration, but it's not going... I don't think it goes outside the rules. I should have maybe checked that, but I don't think it does. I don't think it does. I was sure it was only 3 jumps. 2 jumps left, so it must have been a lot more. The guy who wanted to do some missions with me, he I signed up to do some missions with him, let him in my wing, and then Malcolm, funnily enough, came on and said, oh, this guy was killed one of my friends not so long ago on a stream. Invited his friend into the stream and then just killed him, so I'm guessing that's his bag, that's his thing, whatever. But you know me, I'm pretty evasive in games when I'm getting shot at. I used to be known for it in original Ghost Recon as being able to get out of, like, when everybody else is getting shot up and killed. Admittedly, I'm normally running away, but I always manage to get away. To be elusive, and so he didn't manage to. He didn't manage to kill me. Then he interdicted me, and I was like, right, I can't combat log because I'm streaming. So if I combat logged, you know, FDev will probably not be happy with that. But I'm not happy about it because I just don't like the idea of somebody just turning around. This is why nobody plays in open. It's exactly why nobody plays in open. And you know, if somebody wants to do that, I'm not really gonna have a pop at them for it. But yeah, it's probably why nobody wants to play with you, which must be a bit sad. And anyway, he interdicted me, and I had almost nothing left. So I was like, oh, he's probably gonna kill me now. But I still managed to escape him. So. He's a bit shit at combat, so I'm guessing he only goes after crap players. Something piqued me when he said something about me being in a bigger ship. It piqued me as in he was like, oh, I'm not sure, you know, just something piqued me at that point. So, but when Malcolm said what he said, I was like, alright. I assumed it would probably end that way. But it took me a while to realise he'd actually turned on me, because I was concentrating. He waited till I was concentrating on somebody and the others were attacking me. So. Yeah, but you know, like I was saying earlier, Mike, I've got a bit of a different outlook. I don't care. Like, I'm not going to get angry at it. Like I said, I escaped it, and if you can't kill me in this game, then there's something wrong with you. I think Malcolm's managed to kill me by accident before, or I've killed Malcolm by accident before. Like, if you can't kill me when you set up to kill me, then there's not much hope for you, I don't think. But it's why nobody wants to play in open, and it's the sad part. Like, you need wings to protect you. And I guess, you know what, if it was reality and it was a real new frontier and everything, that would probably be going on. But you know what, it's a game, so I'll leave them to it. I didn't even block him. I just removed him from the group. I mean, he didn't even like leave a message saying thanks for I'll get you next time, something like that. No, he just disappeared. So it shows the type of person, really, doesn't it? I think. I had a bit of an epiphany last month on holiday. I just don't try not to get angry about things anymore. I just don't want to do it anymore. I'll be passionate, but I don't want to be angry. So, I'm going to go do a little bit of mining. And then, as I said, maybe at 9:30 or something, I'm going to change over to something a little bit different.
You are welcome at this carrier, Commander. Let us know if you're looking to dock. Docking request approved. Head to your allocated pad. Clearance to land granted. Your computer will do the rest.
But normally I don't even go into instances with people I don't know or haven't had interaction with on the stream or something for maybe a few days or something. But today I was like, it's all right. But funnily enough, when he said he was on Twitch, I looked at his gamer handle and it did say Ganker, and he'd said earlier he chases pirates, and I was like, well, there's a bit of a difference. So it's kind of aware. Because I mean, there's no way I can fight some other player in this shit, because other players have like missiles that get under your shields and all that stuff, and obviously I don't have the protection for that. So there's absolutely no point in me trying to fight somebody else. That's why I felt it was a bit stupid, really, the whole thing, because you fight someone you can't even fight back. I'd said if he'd have asked straight up duel, I'd have probably done it, just to see how long my ship would last. I think the rebuy, I don't know what the rebuy is on this. I'm gonna have a look actually. I don't think it's a ridiculous amount. 19 million, so I'd have made that today anyway. So yeah. You know, if it has to do 10 paces and all that malarkey, I'd have probably done it. Right, so let's get into the red dwarf. That's actually yellow. That's just me. It's just the way I am. Right, let's take this seriously. So our fire group should be set. Okay, yeah, we've got everything set there. Okay, so first thing we need is limpets. I'm not going to forget limpets this time. Now we have 720 in cargo, so won't it let me refuel? Why is it saying service suspended for my limpets? I'm glad I saw this, because this should all be open. All right, I can I'll look at blocking him. I don't know if I deleted him though. But you can maybe go back in and block them. What's it come under? Oh no, this all says it should be in a... bollocks. Right, okay, we'll have to go to a nearby station to get it then. Hopefully there's one in this system. Don't tell me there isn't. Okay, Hamilton Gateway. So we'll have to go to Hamilton Gateway to at least get the limpets. Nothing goes easy. Comms contact history. But we never had comms turned on either. There you go.
Clamps released. Launch confirmed.
Some people have changed their names and I don't know why. Is that what happens when you block people? Is that open basically empties? It's interesting. I haven't got Super Cruise on this either, have I? Cripes, I feel like my chair's gonna fall apart. I don't know why. It's probably the fat guy sat there. I'm not too sure. I don't know. It feels like it's gonna get weird. Feels like that scene in Blues Brothers when they go to see the nun. Do you remember that scene? John Belushi just sits in his old primary school chair. They've done some type of update to the orbit lines, or I'm just not used to seeing them. But they've been looking very strange since I restarted playing. Yeah, they keep swearing because he keeps hitting them. Oh my god, I love that film. It's a John Landis film, isn't it? And John Landis was he's one of the unspoken directors of the 80s. A lot of people talk about, Steven Spielberg, John Hughes, and John Landis kind of doesn't get talked about as much, but God, the amount of movies he was involved in that were great. If he hadn't killed those two kids, I think that's probably what's affected it all. he didn't like make the decision one day to just go out and kill 2 kids. I'm maybe not phrasing it right. It was an accident on the set of I think it was at the set of the Twilight Zone movie. 2 kids and an actor were killed after I think a helicopter crashed on them or something. But like all of his other films are just great. Coming to America, American Werewolf in London. Even the Twilight Zone movie, but it's actually hard to watch because they kept the actor and the scene in it because they basically were done filming. Yeah, I love that one. Yeah. We have 2 cats. I love the bit as well when they go to that bar and there's just endless. They've got the chicken fencing in front of them. There's just constantly bottles hitting it.
Permission authorized.
All right,
Proceed to landing pad 25. Automated approach authorized.
This is what I mean, Mike. I started streaming half an hour ago and we haven't even got the limpets yet. I watched The Blues Brothers actually quite a lot as a movie. It's a very, very underrated movie, I think. Okay, now we don't need to get off the ship for anything because I'm not going to do any surface stuff, so. That bit when John shit, I've got his name.
Contact. Commence system shutdown.
That bit when he falls down the stairs, still in the table as well, is just genius. What do you mean no limpet controls are installed? Of course they are. I'm on a bloody... Hang on a minute. We need to look at this as to why. Let's see now I've got a limpet thing. So I've had to go inside now. It's saying I don't have a limpet controller. There's absolutely no reason why I would have sold my limpet controller. No reason whatsoever. So everything's whacked up on the standards. Ah, maybe, okay, maybe I was doing some type of, yeah, maybe I was doing some type of, collect limpets is what we want the biggest one possible. So I have 4 active. And let's take out a small rack if we can. So we'll take out this rack of 8. And we'll put another collector limpet in there. It's 3, that gets 2. fire groups. Right, okay. I think we'll take 250. No, we won't. We'll take 300, and if we have to dump any, we'll just dump them. Because they cost nothing, don't they? In fact, you know what? I'm going to take 400 and just dump as I go along. I'd rather have... I'll take 450. Do you know what? I'll fill up. No, I won't. I'll take 500. I'd rather dump limpets than I'd rather dump limpets and have to come back for them. Right, let's go then. I know, I don't. Malcolm's just constantly killing. There's no chill. But having said that, he's the most calm killer I've ever heard. Since Ed Kemper, I think.
Allow for oncoming traffic in the access corridor.
Ed Kemper's probably got a similar cadence and calmness about him. Obviously not while he was throttling those women, it was probably a bit more active. But generally when you hear him talking, he's quite slow paced. I would love to play this game in VR, you know. Do you know what I noticed the other day? It's not doing it now, and it really wound me up because I thought I was going crazy at first, and then I actually realised I wasn't. And that was the other day. It's gone back to normal now. But what was happening was the laser image that's projected onto your console. When you would do this, when you go to this screen would actually flip around onto this part of the ship. So this part of the ship never moved. It kept the same. But funnily enough, the stars all remained the same as well. Apart from the nebula, they would move with this part. It was really strange. And then there was an update on the Thursday, I think, and it stopped doing it. So I think that must have been an issue. And I was going crazy because I thought it had always been like that. And I was just like, am I that moronic that I've never noticed that it does this? This can't be right. Right up there, I'm not going to hit that ring. I know we're alright, we're clear. So I don't know if anybody playing last week noticed that, but it was happening. This isn't beer, by the way. This is Tory Fanta, San Pellegrino, orange. I'm not rich. I just like. What guns do you possibly need to upgrade, Malcolm? Let's be honest. All your guns were upgraded, weren't there? I feel a lot more secure actually with foot combat these days. And even like Mike was saying, I think with the aerial combat, or is it even aerial combat in space and space combat, I feel a bit better these days as well. But on foot combat, I definitely feel more secure. I mean, I reckon I can get caught out, you know, like when they're throwing loads of grenades at you and stuff, but... Right, now that's Wolf 2. Right, let's try this one. I need to check something. Wolf 1A. Wolf 2. Yeah, see, and my thing it said 2B, but there is no 2B. There's a 1A. There's no 2B, so I hope I'm doing this right. Do you know what I reckon I haven't got? Oh, Christ. It's on my fleet carrier, which is very close by. This is a bit annoying. But it's going to be in there somewhere. And how is it now with the rebalance? Is it easier on foot as well? I know I haven't. No, I'm going to get it. It's on the Zumski though. So I'm not going to have to go back to the other place. I was worried that I would, but I don't. So I'll just dock on the Zumski and grab it. That's the one I'm pondering. Why on earth would I have taken it out? But hang on a minute. It's not that it's in the not in the fire group, is it? Oh, hang on. It is on the fire group. Oh, it's in that fire group. Oh, how do I change my fire groups? No, that's that one. What would I have put it under? Check controls. Targeting. Not weapons. Right, T1. Okay. Try it again. Surface scanner, there we go. Right, let's go back to that place then. What do you mean? Ah, but I thought you meant there was like 30% less stuff in the on the bases. Phew, made my heart stop there. And why did that only get the inner ring? No, don't do that. Now I can't get out the view because I don't remember how to get out of it. I've changed some things in my settings. 100%. How the hell do I get out of this now? There we go. Okay. Alright. On-site hotspot. Yeah, this isn't what I was looking for. Let me have a look at something. It's that one. It's saying there's more than this in the ring, so I'm gonna get a bit closer and try it again. Because there's an extraction resource site here which I don't want to personally deal with. Right, that's why, because I wasn't doing it right. There we go, we've got a tritium hotspot there, but I'd prefer an overlap one. So I'm just going to try and fly around a bit and see if we can't. That might be an overlap one here. Yep. Yeah, but that's a void opal hotspot. I don't want that. Right, it can't be that one then. Let's try further out. Void opals. Tritium. Tritium. I quite like this, just riding around there. the edge. Right, so we're starting this tritium hotspot anyway. I know it's more difficult in these areas. Pulse wave, there we go. I can't hear at the moment, Mike. I'll keep one earphone off and see. Could be our neighbours. We do get some shouting around here, but not a lot. Not in the new place, very quiet area. Never a good sign when everything is doing, is it? Ah, there we go. Okay, we got the first one. This is the only thing I kind of still need to get used to, is how to hit the rock. So like, this rock is spinning, like it never seems like you can get it in the right way. I'm just going to wait for these ships to leave. Because if I start collecting, they're just going to blow me up, aren't they? Oh, they're police anyway. Alright, that's okay. So let's... we need a Prospector limpet. Please tell me I've put Prospector limpets on here. I haven't, have I? There's no way I took the Prospector limpet thing off here. Right. Let's just, I'm just gonna go with it for now. Cargo scoop out. Okay, so let's go. Hey, Oscar, good to see you. Oh, for God's sake, what are we on here? Right, hang on, people. I need to go back here. I don't know what on earth I've done. I have a feeling I might be in the wrong ship. So let me just go back and... Oh, Swifty, come on. Get your head in the game. Right, okay, so take off. Asteroid core, settlements, points of interest, signal source, and systems. We don't need any of them. So where's the Von Zoomski? We're going to go back to the Von Zoomski and we're going to try to forget this bit ever happened. What bit? Yeah, exactly. Do you know? I obviously undid it for trading. And then I never redid it. I've got a Type 10, but I don't think... It never, ever, ever goes right, does it? Never. Ever! Swifty, you said you weren't going to get angry. I said I would be passionate. Let's just get the fuck out of here. Passionately. Come on. Cool. I knew that was going to happen. What a putz. And I swear this is Fanta. Can't really tell. For the love of God, 1 hour streaming and we haven't started yet. This is why I used to get so angry. And now I'm trying not to. And yes, these are pretty much permanent fixture now, whenever I'm reading and stuff. Seems to get worse every day, my eyes. You know what I'm actually going to do? I'm going to outfit this thing for mining. I'm going to leave the Zvonsumski here, but I'm actually going to do what I was going to do second in the stream. And the reason I'm going to do that is so that I don't lose any more time. Right, that's what we're going to go into. So we'll set this ship up for mining. The next stream I do will be a mining stream. I'll advertise it as a mining stream if anybody needs to do any mining or wants to help me mine. You can pop in that stream and give me a hand, and then for now I'll just leave the mining here. So while we're just waiting to land, I want to set up this next part of the stream. I do have it somewhere. Okay, so I just need to get the details of this first part. Right, so I've got the system. Oh wow, some touristy dolphins landing on my ship here. It's not going to make me sell all my limbs.
Landing complete. Clamps encased. What can we do for you today?
Did you work out if it was your neighbours, Mike? Courier services. I need to work out the restock stuff, why that service is suspended or why I suspended. I might have just suspended it while I was in the bubble. I'm hoping that was my my first idea. Right, so yes, let's sort this ship out first. So we need prospector limpet bit putting in. So we'll take away Planetary Pro Suite. I don't even actually know what that does, but we'll take away one of the really small cargo racks, so this one. Store module. And then we'll go through our 71 stored parts. And we'll put the prospector limpet in there. We'll use the 1A, not the 3A. I might do the 3A. No, we don't need to though. I'm not. To be honest with you, I can't even get the limpet controllers on the ship. Why on earth do I think that I could, I don't know. And then the refinery, maybe? Refinery. Well, at least I guessed well about which place they would go in. Hang on, that 1A, I might as well replace it with the other one. Not that I'll need it, but I might as well replace it with the 3A. so we do have everything. We have the refinery, we have that, okay. Okie dokie. Fire groups. The prospector one should go on the same one as a pulse wave scanner. So that'll go there. Right, okay. Right, so that one's set up for the next time I use it. And we're going to get on the Varuna. Oh, right, okay. Right, so... What the hell happened there? Oh, there you go. Let me change my shit more. Off stream, I'm going to have to take the flight carriers and get it sorted out. Right, okay, so without further ado, we are off on this new adventure. Now, we're going to the Etane system. I've never been here before, as you can see down here. Never been here before, so this is interesting because this is the first time I will have experienced what I'm going to do today as well. So this is quite interesting. Hello, Johto. How's it going?
Ship is released. Launch confirmed.
So I'm experiencing all of this for the first time as well today. So we go to the system. Okay. Oh, and you know what? I did have something for when... What was it? I could have played this clip when I went to the asteroid field without the prospector, and I just forgot. So I might as well play it now.
Come on! Stop being a baby! So we backtracked a tad! A tad? A tad, Lloyd? You drove almost a sixth of the way across the country in the wrong direction!
Yeah, that's about me. That probably explains me about as well as it can. Right, okay, let's get on with it. No, I haven't streamed in a while. I was changing house and I didn't have internet in the new place for the first couple of weeks. Then when I actually got it fitted, the place was just a mess. It had like boxes here, there and everywhere. It's still not perfectly where I like it to be, but it's feeling more like home now. And the house itself is just wonderful. So much better than my old place. So much better. Very, very, very happy to be here. I know it's disgusting, isn't it, Mike? Even I forgot to like it, to be honest. Oh no, I left the thumbs down, that's alright. Yeah, I was explaining to Mike earlier that I'd had a couple of quite bad years recently. And I really just wasn't in a very happy place. And I've noticed that, you know, even my streaming was just... It was too plain, there wasn't anything going on, and I wasn't streaming in the way I had previously. I was just too drunk a lot of the time, and this just wasn't in stream, this was off stream as well, and I still drink, I always will drink, but I'm drinking much more healthy, if you could even say that these days. For example, last night I had a shot of whiskey, and that was my first one in a week and a quarter. I think it was a week and a quarter. And for me, that's pretty amazing. So that one, and then I'm guessing it's this one. So we're gonna go have a look at this place and see what we're looking for. So while we travel there, I'm just gonna find out any last bit of information I need to know. We'll scan the planet, do a surface scan, and then yeah, I mean, I love my whiskey, and it's whiskey and tequila. I absolutely love them, but I like them as a drink. I don't just like them to get drunk. And I think about, you know, the really nice bottles I've had that I've just tanked, as you put. Yeah, I don't want to be like that anymore. So I'm not going to be streaming all the time or anything. At the moment, I've set myself, you know, try and stream once a week, try and make something interesting happen in the stream. Today's different because I kind of just wanted to get on and get doing it. But I've got other things in the works at the moment. I'm an artistic person. I've always been an artistic person, and I feel like the last 8-10 years I haven't been that person, and I think that's what's caused the issues, is that I haven't been able to be myself enough, or I feel like I haven't been able to be myself enough. But I kind of had I don't know, there was this one night when I was on holiday, immensely stoned, and I came to the realization, like, I just don't want to be doing life this way. I've got a lot of things that I want to do, a lot of things that I want to achieve as well. So, but I love drinking, and I come from a family of drinkers as well. It's not just me. It's there's nobody in my family who doesn't drink, and they all drink quite strongly as well. I won't use the term heavily in case they ever see the stream. But they like a drink. Right, so we've got to scan this planet. We can actually afford to go slightly faster. So I've noticed in 7 minutes, just 7 minutes, we're already on the ball, whereas an hour of trying to do that. But the next time I stream, I'll do a mining stream. So we're supposed to do this in 4, so I always go 1, 2, 3. Oh, let's see if we can get 100% here. So now we have to look at what we've got. So So let me just go back to filters and points of interest and signal sources. And we have this. Is an artificial structure, is that normally Thargoid? If it comes up with artificial instruction, sorry. Right, so we're heading here, we're heading to the Sanctum. Six watching now. How many likes, Mike? Keep me in line. Probably turn on our external lights and night vision. I'm not sure what it's like on this side of the planet, but we'll see. So let's see what this is what we're gonna find down here. Like I said, I've never even been in this system before, so this is quite interesting. This feels like one of the olden days when I was... Whoa, whoa, whoa! That's not something I want to see. Oh, sugar, is he coming up to see me now? Kill me, whatever you do, please. Okay, so he's leaving now, isn't he? Unless he's coming back over to have a look at me. Off he goes. Well, at least he's gone. Let's go back to the ship and get the rover. Yeah, I've thought about it. too, Joe, to be honest with you. I can't afford it at the moment, but the VR is something that I'm very interested in trying out, because this game in particular, but obviously I play Flight Simulator as well, so for me it feels like a no-brainer. And I've actually read about people playing Grand Theft Auto 5 and Red Dead Redemption with VR mode enabled as well, and everybody says it's a different experience. Right, so the SRV fire groups, that's what I wanted. Right, so we can do the data link scanner and the comp scanner together, and they can go in that one. Okay, now the Thargoid's gone, we can go check this place out. Oh, should probably mark it. Yeah, I wonder how I'd react to the ground stuff. But you could do that based on session play, couldn't you? If you're like, oh, this session I'm mining, then just go and chill out with mining, don't you? Now, one of the things that I've never, ever experienced is some of these ground bases on foot. Ooh, hang on a minute. Let's have a look. Alright, then I don't need full beam if I've got half. If I've got half night vision. Right, so there's a comms uplink there, so what I want to do actually is disembark and see if I can actually scan this just with my regular scanner, or whether everything has to be done from the SRV. Everything has to be done from the SRV. That's a shame. But it's interesting seeing some of these places in this mode. If we have to do it that way. So we've got discovered logs, and this is log number 1. So let's listen through it. I'm going to turn the music down just slightly while we listen to it. Alright, let's have a listen to the first log.
I greet you in the name of the Far God. Know that our galaxy lies in the shadow of this omniscient and most holy being. What the ignorant refer to as Thargoids are, in truth, the heralds of the Far God, preparing us for its manifestation. On that day, humanity will be destroyed. But we, who have heeded the truth, will ascend and be transformed. In the sacred Void Temple, we willingly entomb ourselves to preserve our souls until the Far God comes. I've instructed my fellow adherents to record their last words as they prepare for the crypts, in the hope that others may be inspired to join us. I wasted many years on false religions and hollow human faith. Now, I worship something real, something powerful. The Far God calls to me in my dreams. It is coming.
All right. Okay, so that's number 3, so we need to find number 2. See what we've got here. Nope, nothing here. That's 4, so I'm missing 1, and I think... Hey. Yeah, we already got that one. And is this the other one I got? Yeah, okay. So if I've got that one, I've got that one. That's got to be the last one. So let's have a listen to number 2.
I'm ready. I've been ready for a long time, actually. But the fasting and the trials have left me feeling lighter, purer. I was glad to come here. Most of my chapter is gone. They burned our hive chapel to the ground. Everyone I knew died. I'm not afraid of death, because I know it isn't the end. When the Far God comes, we will experience a glorious rebirth that will elevate us to a higher plane. But for so many of my friends to have suffered at the hands of the ignorant and fearful, well, it sickens me. So much pain. I've had enough of pain. I'm ready for my reward. I'm ready for the peace the Far God will bring.
I thought we were going to played number 3 already, but we'll just play it on my own.
I don't know where I am. I thought we were going to the Ice Chapel, but instead we've come here. Is it time? Is the Far God coming? They gave me something for the pain. Injections. Man, I've had a lifetime of injections. First it was fun. Then it was necessary. I don't know what's going to happen, I don't. But you know what? It doesn't matter. Even if there's nothing afterwards, nothing means no more injections. Couldn't be worse than what I've been through. Anything's better than being me.
This is not the first time in this game when I've heard about injections, but I obviously don't know what they are to do with here. But if I remember in the Inner story, or might have been the Formidine Rift, there was somebody talking about injections there as well. So let's listen to number 4 and see what that gives us.
Things have progressed. We're now at the stage where we can enter suspended animation. It's a shame in a way, as I wanted to be conscious to witness the Far God's arrival. But our herald assures me that the automatic system will wake us up as soon as it manifests. Oh, I'm curious to know what will happen. Will we keep our human bodies, or will we be given new forms, so we can function in the Far God's dimension? I sometimes wondered if the flower ships might once have been human. Maybe people from escape pods taken by the Thargoids. If so, it's a remarkable transformation. No need for crude starships anymore. We'll be able to soar through space ourselves. Well, no matter what happens, it's thrilling to know that we'll be the ones to experience the next stage of evolution. We're the future of the human race.
Wow, delusional much? So they obviously, this is kind of based on Heaven's Gate, I think, the idea of this story. If you don't know about the Heaven's Gate cult, go look it up. It's quite interesting. This idea that they're going to go into suspended animation so that they go with the Far God, which obviously they believe is something to do with the Thargoids. So that's quite interesting. And then this guy, I'm guessing the injections he's talking about is to prepare them for the so interesting. Right, let's travel back to the ship. So on that list, you would have noticed, and all locals did say it, but they all say the Sanctum is on 4A and the Prophet is on 4C. So I don't know if the Prophet is a person, a place, an animal, or a thing. We'll find out. Once we get there. Zumsky talking about Far God cult he said it was something to do with Raxler, or he felt they had something to do with Raxler. If I remember right, if I remember rightly. Also, actually, because I was just talking to Mike earlier, but I'll talk to everybody else now. Forget what you've heard on the internet. Star Wars Outlaws is fine. It's not a great game. It's, you know, it's not a Last of Us or a Red Dead Redemption or anything like that. But it's a quality game, and if you like space stuff, if you like Starfield, you'll like it. There is quite a lot of sneaking in certain parts of it. You don't have to sneak in everything, but there is quite a lot of sneaking. But you can actually make it fun. And just being in the Star Wars universe, when you go to Tatooine, I saved it for the absolute last. I don't even think I did it in the correct order, but I was like, I'm not going to Tatooine till, you know, till I've finished like nearly everything. And my good lord, to be actually on Tatooine is so strange. So, have I left it high, Joe? I might have left it a bit high. I thought it was just the music I'd left high. I'd love for a sound expert actually to do my levels for me. I can't tell in mine. I don't notice it. I mean, they're loud, but yeah. But I don't notice it. Okay, now this is a fairly short trip. It's right next to us, so... Let's see where this one leads us. I used to love doing these types of things, you know, working it out, finding all the logs and listening to them. Wondering what happened, trying to work out what happened. I'll probably go back and do the inner ones again because I think I forgot. I think I forgot what they were all about. I remember it was to do with the chemical to kill the Thargoids, which we haven't used this time, have we? So this is a 6er, so that's easier for me to work with. See what we've got. The Prophet, there we go. That's the one we're looking for. It's on the other side of the planet, but I think that side might actually be in daylight. it is. Not often. I don't think it's very often I've been to these types of sites when the sun's up. It always seems to be dark and gloomy. I think sometimes I have to get close up to the mic, as well. Sorry, Joe, not Mike. Sometimes I have to get a bit up to the mic, a bit closer sometimes, I think, as well. Only 3 watching and 4 likes. What the hell's going on? So yeah, I don't think I've ever been to one of these kind of bases in the daytime. I think it's always been at night. Because this feels weird. I'm doubting that there will be a Thargoid here this time. Will it be in the middle of the day? You never know. So we might be able to get a bit in a bit closer this time. London. No, it's dark again once we're down here. I don't know why that is. It is the light side, but whatever. So the prophet is not a person, it's a place. That is something to pick up. We could always pick up. Couldn't hurt, could it? That one, it doesn't matter. I've got another one here. So that's the third one. there's the fourth one. Alright, that was really easy. That was much easier than the last one. Right, so let's have a look at this one. So we must be going 5. Oh no, there's 5 here. There's one missing, so we have to go get this last one now. There we go. Alright, so that must be the 5th one anyway, so let's go back and we'll go through them. So this is the 5th story. Let me just do what I did before. I'll try not to blow your head off when we take off again, Joe.
I'm scared. Really scared. I don't know what I'm doing here. I think I might have made a mistake. On the streets, things were bad, but then the monks found me and helped me. I didn't ask any questions. I guess I wanted to be saved, and they did save me, in a way, but I've been thinking about my dad. I know he was worried about me living rough, but I pushed him away. And now the monks are saying we need to go to sleep. I don't understand what's happening. But they all seem so happy, so I guess it can't be bad. I hope my dad hears this and comes to get me. I want to go home.
Don't know what to make of that, whether she was being held against her will or whether she just came out hoping for something and it never quite paid off. Oh, I thought that thing was moving. That drove me crazy. Right, let's have a look at the next one.
This will be awesome. I'm gonna see the Thargoids destroy everyone. Literally everyone. Ever since I was a kid, I've been fascinated by the Thargoids. I used to dream about them coming back. Then one day they were on Galnet, blowing up starports, gunning down ships. Nothing could stop them. They must have heard me praying that they'd come back. I don't care about the Far God. I just wanted to get close to the Thargoids, and these cultists seem like the best bet. This is gonna be the biggest massacre in history, an actual galactic apocalypse, and I'll have a front row seat.
Oh, so some of these people were cheering on the destruction of humanity. Interesting.
This is for my husband, my sister, and my colleagues. I hope this message reaches you. There's something I want you to know. You're going to die. And I can't wait. My cruel, smug husband, my selfish sister, my hypocritical co-workers, the people who hurt me, belittled me, ruined my life. You monsters. All of you. But don't worry about me, as if you ever did. I'll be looking down on you from witch space, laughing as you burn, especially you, Arlo. You won't be so smug when the Far God is eating your soul.
Wow. Talk about smugness. She's calling him.
There's one thing I want to make clear, okay? We deserve this. The whole human race. We brought this on ourselves. We deserve to be destroyed. You know, we talk about our achievements, how we've colonized to the stars, but the only thing we do is spread ruin. So many worlds tainted with pollution or terraformed for our selfish needs. The galaxy is a living organism, and we're spreading through it like a cancer, destroying everything we touch. The only God worthy of devotion is one that will neutralize the human infection. I don't care if the Far God is literally real, as long as humanity is extinguished. It's time to balance the scales and let nature continue without us.
That one's got me thinking back to what was I watching the other week? I was watching Prometheus, and I noticed the scene where the woman is impregnated. I don't know if you remember Prometheus, like the new version of the Aliens movie, and I was kind of thinking, oh, this has the Christ story in it because she gives birth to the alien and whatnot. But then I was like, because she wants to know why the engineers want to kill us. And I kind of wondered if the engineers were actually God. So if they were God, it's got nothing to do with Elite, it was just something that was going through my head. So if they were God, they might have actually taken Jesus, because the beginning,
critical message.
why has that come through? That's strange. I've never seen that before, where a mission just comes through. But I don't want it. Yeah, it just made me wonder if they'd kind of taken Jesus from Earth, and that's why they wanted to destroy us, because we'd killed him. It's a far-fetched, I know, but it was just a thought. Right, anyway, back to this one. Last one, Nathan Summers.
My name is Nathan Summers, and I'm an agent with the Federal Intelligence Agency Ident 4989 Kappa Theta. I've been on a deep cover assignment for 3 weeks, pretending to be part of this cult. I was looking for evidence that they were communicating with the Thargoids or acting as their spies. At this point, I'm pretty sure they're not. But I am sure of one thing. They're insane. They really do believe some kind of alien god is gonna come out of hyperspace and, I don't know, save them or something. I've kept my cover, despite being hauled off to this remote outpost. But I've lost contact with the FIA, and these guys are about to put everyone into suspended animation. If anyone receives this message, this is Agent Summers requesting immediate extraction. Get me the hell out of here.
Alright, so there's actually like some type of embedded agent stuck in there. Not good for that dude. Right, okay, so I don't think I should be doing that because there's probably no point. So let's get back to the ship. Yeah, take your cosplay somewhere else. It's not even gonna hit here, I'm afraid. As I said earlier, if you can't kill me, you're not a very good pilot. That's all I can say. Just not a good pilot at all. But anyway, thanks for the money. Right, off we go. So, we're going to go to this next system now. I don't know how many jumps it is. It can't be that many, 3. So, not really that far at all. Anyway, I'm going to sick Malcolm on you. No, no. I never do. I always play my phone. I always have done. I would sometimes like to play in open if it wasn't like it was, because I think you might come across some interesting people doing the same thing as you. But no, it seems pretty pointless. So, do you know what I should have actually done? No, I wouldn't, because I wouldn't have been able to copy and paste some stuff, so it's alright. I didn't even go by his system, he took me there. I was groomed. Well, it's interesting something Malcolm said earlier, because I never knew that, but if you block them, like gankers, as you interact with them, they won't show up in your instances. So I don't have anybody against doing it if they want to do it in open. That's why I don't play in open. I didn't change the volume, did I, Jill? Sorry. I said I'd remember this time, didn't I? Right, we're here. We're here. I can't see what the final word is you put there. Joe, not the final word, the second to final word. Plug in my it just says That's me. Right, okay, so what we're looking for here, just give me a second. So, is there... Well, let's make sure I've got everything turned on. I'm looking for this one. This mega ship here. This is the one we're looking at. We're looking out for. I'm doing. Oh, it's on the other side. That's why. I'm learning about the Far God party. Oh, that's okay. I just saw the whore part, so I was assuming she was battery operated. So I'll actually show you, because I said I was going to show it in stream, and I'm not somebody who likes I like to show off some of the things I find. So anyway, this I want to show you the first part, I think. Yeah. Okay, so the mission I'm kind of doing is called the Order of the Far God, but anywho, if we go here and I put in an extra scene. Alright, you're going to lose my audio for a minute, so just bear with me for a second. Right. 1 second. Let me do that. Okay. 1 second.
Okay, I think you can hear me again now because I'm just using... I don't know if the setup's the same, I might sound different, I don't know. But, so let me let you have a look at this. Yeah. Okay, so this website here, it's a French website. It's called Elite Danger Use, E-U-S-E. I'm supposing it's how you say dangerous in French, but I don't want to... I know a little bit of French, but I don't know what that word. You go into the adventures and you log into your account, so you log into your Elite account, and you can go on different adventures. It tells you what you need, tells you the difficulty of it, gives you the duration, roughly how long it takes, what distance you're going to travel, stuff like that, and it goes through the bases and things like that, but I don't read any of this. I just get where I need to be next to try and find out the best, so find it out myself, sorry.
So I can put the link in the chats, I think. Just check it on my laptop. Sweet pea. You want to help? I think my cat wants to help. So, I'll put it in the chat. I just need to send a message that I totally forgot. They've not sent. Right, okay. Chat. There you go. This thing has like loads of different adventures you can do. And it puts them in a format which the game doesn't, which is stupid. The game should do it that way so you can experience things. But you know, Sandy, I haven't got his picture anymore, and I haven't got the psycho music, so I can't do it anymore. And it's got plenty of other stuff in there. It's got even puzzles you can do and stuff. And they've made some of their own stuff with their own voice acting and whatnot. So I haven't heard any of that. And I don't think... I'm guessing it's not bad quality. I think you can do a lot with AI these days. And then I would highly recommend the add-on ED Copilot. Just go search that for yourself, ED Copilot, all one word. I think it's fairly new as an app, and it's really, really good. It combines nearly everything all of the others do. I think it's fantastic. And it does so much extra. It adds in-game chatter. So as you fly around space stations and stuff, you can hear other pilots talking to each other. It's all AI driven, but it doesn't sound fake. It is really cool. They've done a really good job with that. Yeah, I think that's the thing. I think there's too much hidden in this game. And this is the thing, they hid loads of things, and then they made it really difficult to not only find them, but sometimes to get to them. You think about the Formidine Rift, the story that's out in the Formidine Rift, and how hard it is to get to the Formidine Rift. I mean, geez Louise, you know. They could at least like have a Galnet story that points people to the system, and then people go to the system, scan all the planets, you know, find stuff that way. I could handle that. That'd be a good way of doing it, but they don't, unfortunately. I forgot I had Super Cruise Assist on this one, so I can use it. Excited now. Oh, I could do with something to drink. I might have to take a quick break and get something to drink, because I have been streaming for 2 hours, haven't I? So this is a sacrosanct, and while you're looking at this, I'm going to go quickly grab something to drink and wet my whistle. So just give us one moment, people. Right, I'm back. Right, so the sacrosanct. Let's have a look what's going on here. so this ship has been broken into pieces. Obviously leftovers of the Thargoids here by the looks of it as well, so we'd have a little bit of a fly around. I'm guessing there's some comm logs or something here. They've got Thargoid splatter on them, so I'm guessing one Thargoid minimum has tried to hump this ship to disastrous effects. I never remember where the comms panels are on any of these ships. It's a nightmare. Like, I literally actually don't remember how you find anything. I was hoping by that honking it might bring something up, but it hasn't. Okay, so we just have to Number one, 2 questions. Would you have fire in space? And even if you did, would something burn that long? Let's try on this bigger part of the ship, see if we can't find anything. I'm not seeing any comm stuff here. Ah, okay, so you're going to hear the story of the Sacrosanct now while I tour it. So hopefully this will work.
Bonjour pilote, et toutes nos félicitations pour être arrivé jusqu'ici. Vous vous trouvez actuellement devant le Sacrosanct, un des 3 méga-vaisseaux fabriqués peu à peu. Ces vaisseaux devaient parcourir la galaxie pour réparer l'armée de libération normale. Ce jour-là.
Oh, that's no good. Hang on a moment then. Okay, so from what I can read here, so this was one of the this was one of the vessels of the Cult of God group, which, if I'm right, let me just check up one thing of history. Yeah, so this is actually a megaship that was one of 3 megaships that was sent out. And unfortunately the Thargoids got to it. But there are 2 others still left. There are the Testament and the Perdition. So the cult of, so this first one, I don't know if we should actually go visit it. There's no, unfortunately, there's no story parts on it or anything. Right, okay. Okay, so... So I'm trying not to spoil anything, so just give me a second while I look through this. Right, okay, so this is quite interesting. The two remaining megaships are no longer following the route they should have done, and they're heading somewhere nobody knows where they're heading, but you can still find them. So I don't know if they move them around. So I'll tell you about them. So the Testament and the Perdition. So Testament is a Sagan-class tourist vessel launched on the 5th of August in 3307 in the Panjabel system. The two mega vessels are still in operation to support the projects of the Far God Party. The first is called Testament. It has a very specific role. It's a missionary vessel for the cult, for the Far God cult. And the Perdition is a Freedom class survey vessel launched on August 5th, 3307 as well, in the same Panjabel system. The Perdition, meanwhile, is used as a ritual vessel by the cult. Various sacrifices and sordid practices are carried out on their ships. So, you know what? We're actually going to go see these. If we can find them. Okay, so let's go see if we can actually find them. We'll have a bit more of a look around this vessel. It's a shame this one doesn't have any logs. Again, why put it here and not put any logs on it at all? Like, even readable logs to explain it's one of the three that went down. Like that, you have to go out and discover this all for yourself by, like, it, you know, like Joe said, it just feels like sometimes it's made that little bit harder. Let's have a look. Panjabel. Oh, this is a few light years away. So it's 4 jumps. Yeah, 4 jumps is fine. It's 4 minutes time, isn't it? So we'll get a move onto that place. Let's get clear of the ship. This one, no, it doesn't have anything to scan on it. I'm going to see on the next 2 ships if there is. It's not beer. It's Tory Fanta. I'm not a Tory, but I love Pellegrino. I love the stuff. Too expensive though. So as I said, 3 mega vessels in total. That one was destroyed by the Thargoids for some reason. And yet there's still 2 vessels left that still remain and still are in working order, apparently. Yeah, but if that was what 30, I don't know, 33 or 7. How long ago was that, Mike? Would it be still? Would it still be going? What mission critical? I haven't got a mission. This is really annoying. So there must be one more jump after this. Make sure we get a good scoop. I think I'm going to go down to one of the Thargoid Spire sites one day, because if you can do that on foot in your spacesuit, that's going to be an experience. An interesting experience. Because I remember in the rover that thing was amazing, but if you could do it on foot... Okay, next jump's the Pangerbell system. Yeah, it's got plenty of stuff, like, I think unfortunately some of it's still in French, like I said, which is, it's a little sad, but I think you can do, I think it can log stuff and you get points as well. It's definitely worth trying out. I'm always looking for sites, you know. I'm always on the lookout for the new thing that brings something to the game, because I think it's... Oh, cripes. I don't even know what we should do here. Because I don't actually know what some of the things come under. So let's knock off some filters. We don't need landfall planets and moons at the moment. We might need settlements and stations. We might need those systems at the moment. We don't need. Okay. Right, I've knocked something off that I shouldn't have. I'm sure. Hang on a second. Make sure I'm not missing out on this. So due to the conflict between the Federal forces and the Far, whatever they're called, God Order, the Testament Petition no longer follow their usual route and seem to have left for an unknown destination. You can have fun looking for it. Okay, however, because we had a 6-day adventure. Okay, so we can actually visit these. However, okay, so there is a diary entry actually. This is why I thought you could visit the ship, but I don't think you can. Testament. I'm just going to give it one more look because I wouldn't want to miss it. So I'm going to have everything up. I'll start at the back. United Surveillance Satellite. That's interesting, whatever that is. I feel like going along and having a look at that anyway. It's Peak Market Megaship, but that's not one of the ones we were looking for. No, and then it goes into systems. So these two ships are they've definitely been taken out of the game. There is this United surveillance satellite, so we might have a look at that. See what this gives us. I could try the nav beacon, but normally stuff shows up. It did in that other system. But you might have a point. It might be worth scanning the nav beacon just in case. But I always thought the nav beacon was for people who don't have the honk. I'm pretty sure that's right, but I'm also never right. Could actually have a look for them on the scanner as well. Never thought about that. Deactivate the supercruise assist for a second. Right, so no, wrong one, Swifty. Yeah, that's the one. These are all like I'm wondering what those concentrated signals might be though. Yes, these are all like encoded missions. So let's have a look at something like this. Maybe they're not on this line, maybe they're on something else. Might be better with a nav thing, mightn't it? Let me just go back on this United surveillance satellite, so far we get. Oh, these planets are pretty close together. I'll have to look off stream and see if there's any way of tracking them, because I do know the megaships moved, didn't they? So, but there was something to say kind of they're not in the game anymore. I'll have to read exactly what it said, but it said something along the lines of, you know, like so hold on. Anything. Absolutely not. So So I think I can get the uplinks. I think you just have to go close to them. I think. Right. I need my headlights on a bit stronger, don't I? Where the heck's it gone? This is why I'd like to have where the heck's the marker gone for it? Whoop. Nothing in there but pain and death. Alright. Let me just fly up here a little bit and see if I can find that marker. So it's not there. Right, this is where I was looking at it before. Oh, bollocks. I kind of accidentally knew I was doing that. Yeah, it's out. It's out of range now. I think you need to be within 100 meters. This isn't inside here, is it? Because I cannot see how you get to this comm link at all. Like, it's almost like it's inside it. Oh, shite. Yeah, this is weird. There's no way, you can't get to that. Right, so let's try log up link 1. See how we get by with this one, wherever it is. This one definitely knows. This one's definitely on the outside. So let's see what we get with this one. Right. And so if we got number 1, just gonna have a look at 0 again. I'm using the down and back as well, yeah. This is my exploration ship, normally. This ship uplink is actually... It's annoying me somewhat. I'm wondering if I can cheat the system, but I know I can't. Oh, I can! Whew. Okay. Right, so we can do 2 now. Oh, well, if I can cheat the system, then that's even better. I don't know if it gives you anything for scanning always. It's been so long since I've done it. I really can't remember whether there's any benefit to doing this, but I just thought I'd give it a go anyway. So that's 2. 3. So we've got 3 more to do. I think it actually has to be under 200 meters. Okay, that's number 3. Number 4. It's quite close by, I think. that's what our shield's for. Oh, coming again. Yeah, see, I don't like it when it's hidden like that. Right, that's number 4, and so there should only be one more. And if there is any information to be had, it should come off that one. Didn't give us anything. So I'm going to go back to the nav panel. Or to the nav beacon, sorry. Ah, not galaxy map, you don't. Go back to the sun if we can pick anything up off the nav beacon. I mean, that's not this was nothing to do with the actual mission I was doing. Just so you know. If you're enjoying the stream, please hit that like button. And if you enjoy it a lot, you can always hit the subscribe button as well. While we're moving towards here. And then I'm going to read a couple of diary entries from the ships if we can't find them. So I'm guessing these were the last diary things that you could scan when the ships were there. Why they were so really the story kind of says they've gone off on an uncharted journey, but they've actually been removed from the game. But there's something to do with the Thargoids, and the Thargoids are a big part of the story now, so that makes you wonder, why were they removed from the game? Are they wanting to change our story? The story of Elite? Like, are they trying to change it so that So what I mean is, have these things been taken out on purpose so that... Oh, wait, why is somebody interdicting me here? Wait, what am I doing? I'm not submitting. Do you know what? The one part of the interdiction that I really, really hate is the escape part is always in the opposite direction of where you were headed. Never heads back there, so you either always overshoot it or don't arrive to it. It's so stupid. Let's try that again. That would be good. So if I don't find them, I will try and look where they are roughly. Because I know there used to be a website which did track all the mega ships, but luckily we do have a version of the logs, or the last logs that were read from the ship, so I can always go through them. No, they're definitely not in here. Okay, so what are we on? 42. It said this lasts for 1 hour. Bloody doesn't. Right, so now we're going to pop onto you. So I'm going to read you as we go. I'm going to read you. So the first one was from the Testament, and it says, "We salute you in the name of Far God. We've come to your system to bring you the word of the one who will soon manifest in our reality. We, the faithful few, spread the message of the impending apocalypse. When the Far God descends from hyperspace, all life in our galaxy will come to an end, leaving only a pure void for this holiest of beings to inhabit. His heralds, the angelic beings some call the Thargoids, are already among us, preparing the way for his arrival. We are here to help your people prepare for the extinction of humanity. The Thargod is coming. Join us and accept his final blessing." So that was the first one they sent. Or the last log that they left. It might be chill. Next one. Welcome to Perdition. Our mission is to invoke the Far God, and we're asking you to join us. The moment of his sacred manifestation is approaching, but we can't wait to be freed from the chains of life. Aboard this vessel we practice the holiest of rituals, absorb the purest Itcha of Xenokind, and perform the most painful sacrifices. By proving that we are worthy, we will surely hasten his coming. Help us invoke the Far God. You too can witness when the galaxy burns at his holy touch. Maybe the reason those two ships have disappeared is because the Thargoids coming back to the bubble, maybe something to do with them. They do talk about it. Everything they talk about has been happening in the bubble. Not to their plan, but it has been happening in the bubble. Right, and the next one's Papontia. Do a quick scan of the system, and then I'm just going to check the information. I'm going to have to look through this very slowly because I'm actually looking for something very particular. Everything's loaded in, isn't it? Let me just... Alright, so this is another one actually. There was a mega ship here, but on June the 16th the ship disappeared during its journey and appears to have been lost or hijacked. Subsequently, numerous searches are carried out to find the vessel housing the cult members, and several contacts are made with one of the cult designates as the preceptress. I don't know what that means. The hunt for the decadent is stepped up at the end of July 3309 as clues are detected in the LP 714-58 system. Finally, it was on August the 3rd that the decadent was officially located, in the HIP 19600 system, so that's where we actually have to go now. Oof. A bit of hard work. It's about another 3 or 4 jumps. Don't worry, Swifty. Never been here before, so I don't care. Oh, it's only 3 jumps, that's alright. Oh wow, how long have you been logged out, Joe? We need to do some exobiology sometime, my boy. And get that money back up. Yeah, that's a long time. Because, I mean, I left mine, I remember, with Billions and didn't play for almost a year. Came back and still had money in the bank. But I was running at minimal surges. Minimal surges. And now I just do exobiology to do my upkeep. But I think everything, the money's gone up so much these days, you can get your upkeep quite easy. Don't even think you have to do exobiology anymore. I think you can go after a couple of pirates and... Let's have a look for it in this system. It's not showing up in here. Right, I might have to do the nav beacon then. Why is the nav beacon not showing up? Why is the nav beacon not showing up? This is really annoying. Where's the nav beacon? That's a planet. Yeah. Do maybe not all systems have nav beacons? Well, I know they actually don't. I'm guessing if there's no bases here, maybe not then. Right, okay, so how does this work? This feels weird. This ship's supposed to be here. So I'm actually going to scan for this ship. Because this ship's supposed to be here. 100%. This is a nightmare where there's a load of these, but I need to scan them in order to get them off the... Oh, what's that? decadent. But how do we... Ah, there we go. Okay, we found it. So it is here. So let's go see what it is. And what it can show us. Dedicant, not the dedicant. What did I say? Dedicant. Nearly overflew it there. I called it the decadent, no, not dedicant. Do you know, I had a feeling that was going to happen. Oh, wow. Some weird drop in, but there you go. Wow, this is a big ship. There's plenty of ship log uplinks here. There's actually hackable data transmitters, but I don't need. And this is hard because the ship log uplinks don't actually have numbers to them. Which is gonna be should be almost impossible. Once I've scanned these, I'll turn off the night vision just so you can get a good look at the ship, because it kind of does spoil it a little bit. Hey Barefoot Games, how's it going? Why the name Barefoot Games, if you don't mind me asking? Not close enough. Okay, makes sense. Next one. Where is the next one? Could just wear slippers. That's a good point of view. Good to see. Is it your first time in the stream? Oh, good to meet you. Where are you from? And are you playing Elite right now or just watching? Because that's... Oops. New England, oh. Whereabouts in New England? As long as it's not Boston. I'm a bit of a New York sports fan, so obviously every enemy in sports is from New England or Boston. I think this is the last one. Right, okay, it looks like we've got everything. So what we're going to do is I'm going to pull... Oh, the real England. Northwest, sorry. Okay. So, are you like Carlisle or... That's alright, I like people from Carlisle. Right, let's pull back and have a look at the ship. Right, okay, so... Jeez Louise, there's a fair few logs here, so let's just take our time to go through them. So I think we're going to start with Desmond West. So I'm going to turn the music down. It's a shame because I quite like that song, but never mind. And I'm going to turn the desktop audio up a little bit just to catch it. Okay, so this is Desmond West.
This is Escort Team Alpha calling for backup. Come in, command. We have a situation on the Dedekind. Anybody reading this? Damn it. Command, this is Senior Agent Desmond West. Requesting response. Attention, FIA personnel. I'm broadcasting on all known agency channels. We have an emergency situation on the megaship Dedekind. There was some kind of a trap embedded in one of the communal areas. It went off like a flashbang. Full sensory overload. Took us out for a few minutes. The cultists must have known all about it, because by the time any of us had our shit together, most of them had escaped. Mason, Bukowski, get them over there with the others. Over there! We'll take the remaining cultists to our original checkpoint. Escorts Team Bravo and Charlie should be reaching theirs in, under 15. Gateshead's team is already on the bridge. We'll rendezvous once the prisoners are secure. If you can hear this, relay these details to FIA Mission Command at Papantia. All right, people. Shake off those stars. We still got a job to do. Time to get moving. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Come in, Command. This is Escort Team Alpha. The Dedekind's hyperdrive has been activated. Repeat, the hyperdrive has been...
Okay, so that was his first look. This is his second one.
Someone doesn't want us going this way. Barrow, get that access panel open. Steinberg, look for vents and service ducts. Anything we can use to keep us moving. Gateshead, come in. Why am I not surprised? We have a situation down here. The Dedekind's internal layout has changed. My guess is cultists have control of the security networks. Doors are closed in some corridors and open in others. We know where we need to go, but keep running into dead ends. Engineering's about 1 kilometer away, several decks down. Farrow and Wilson say they can return FSD access to the helm. Getting there will be slow going, though. If the cultists control the security doors, they'll have the express lifts locked down, too. It'll be, slow going. Especially if we run into any more traps. Gateshead, if you can hear this, priority 1 is getting a distress call out ASAP. Once that's done, I'm gonna need you to establish control of the security network and get an internal comms channel open. Something the cultists can't jam. And gaining control of the security network comes next. If you can't hear, then we'll do things the hard way. This message will repeat until we're in engineering, just in case. I'll update then. Stay focused, okay? Hold the bridge until we get the hyperdrive online. You've got this.
Okay, so this goes back to the Federation secret intelligence were onto what the cult were doing. So this guy's obviously a plant by them, and it all went a bit pear-shaped because he didn't realise that they knew what they were up to. So let's see this one. This is Sophie Brand.
No way that worked. They were totally out of it. Maybe there's something to this Far Guard after all. Okay, for the record, I set off the trap that dazed the Federal Guards. Me. 61st adherent of the 11th Chew Chapter. I saw the trigger hidden in the wall as we shuffled past. All I had to do was give it a little kick. I know the first herald said the chip under our skin would protect us from the noise, but it was so loud. My ears are still ringing. The Federals got it really bad, though. Just dropped to the floor, holding their heads and yelling. I saw one of them throw up. And then I ran and ran. Hang on. Where am I? Whatever. They won't find me. I was running forever. If I keep the door locked, I'll be safe. It's not like the feds are gonna sweep every room on the ship. They're probably still trying to put their brains back together.
I guess I'll make myself comfortable. Ow! What the hell is... Huh. Nice. Contraband. Well, I can see why someone would need a break from spreading the good word. Your secret's safe with me. Whoever slept here. This could be a reward from the Far God, right? Thank you for helping everyone escape from the feds. Sounds fair. There's nothing in the sacred text that tells us to be sober. What would be the point if the galaxy's gonna burn anyway?
Okay, so Sophie Brandt starts off speaking like she's a true believer and everything, but then obviously towards the end, turns out she's maybe not true believing as she believes she is. Because I'm pretty sure they won't have allowed any type of contraband on the ship. Right, let me play the next one.
They're so beautiful. The way they come from nothing and just... boop. And they're here. All the lights they have are... they look like pinwheels. My granddad made them when I was little. It was just paper on a stick, but they were magical. And they would spin so fast when we ran. And he would say, "Sophie, careful where you're running." But I'd be watching the pinwheels spin and spin. I miss him. He was the only one who was nice to me. But I'm not Sophie anymore. And that's that. 61st adherent now, of the 11th first chapter. I've cast off my shackles to worship them. There's so many of them. The Far God must have sent protectors to save us from our captors. I wonder how they know which of us are faithful. Far God tells them, I suppose. Far God knows everything. They're so graceful. Like flowers in the wind. Pinwheels. They're reaching out to us. Everything the Herald said was true. I see it now. It's so beautiful.
Right, so the Doomflowers obviously aren't as happy-go-lucky as they make out because she came to a nasty end. That's probably because she was messing around with contraband. Let's have a look, listen to the next one. Sharon Gateshead.
Roger that. See you soon. What a mess. Damn cultists. This ship is infested with traps. Non-lethal, thankfully. We have some sore heads out there, though. Here's the plan. All 3 escort teams will secure their remaining prisoners before sending a squad to secure ship operations. Alpha's heading to engineering to bring the hyperdrive back online. Bravo will go for the power plant. Charlie's taking the system network hub. As for us... well, we're as useful as a chocolate coffee cup. Remote access to almost all ship functions is disabled. Life support is all I can change, and I ain't touching that. Not with the luck we're having right now. Internal comms is still working for now, but nothing's making it external. Truth be told, their whole comms array is a mess. Just a bunch of pre-recorded messages preaching the Far God's garbage. Good thing we brought light sticks. This place is gloomy. Oh, stinks as well, like something peed in all the corners. I know the Thargoids prefer ammonia worlds, but why make your holy ship stink like one? My husband likes red wine, but he doesn't shampoo with it. What have you got?
Gotta take a look at this.
So quick listen to the second one.
This is Agent Gateshead making a personal log. We've lost internal comms on the bridge. Jessup thinks it's a jamming signal broadcast from inside the ship. All escort teams would be stuck with it. Last message we heard was from West's team heading to engineering. He said something about the Dedicants' access paths changing before we lost connection. Walton found a local cache of the cult's sacred text on one of the consoles. Been reading through it for anything which could help us identify their next steps after scurrying off into hiding. Nothing yet. It's mostly nihilistic poetry about how beautiful the galaxy will be once everyone in it has been purged. The data stamp says the text was being edited when the Dedicant was seized. Something about an expedition into Thargoid space. Sounds like a spectacularly bad idea. This True Chapters sect is more proactive than their cousins, though. Evidently, some of the cultists got nervous when Theta 7 blew up the Sacrosanct a while back. The Order's text on pacifism and non-resistance have been updated here. The True Chapters argue that it's permitted to resist if someone would inflict harm upon your material form before the Far God's blessing is received. They still forbid violence, but... well, looks like traps and signal jammers are allowed. What was that? Oh, shit. Oh, God.
Sharon got very far. Right, let's try Kelvin Mitchell.
I have reclaimed control of the Dedicant's sacred dicks for you, my savior. Let me be an extension of your will. Grant me the strength to keep your devoted servants safe from harm. Glory to the Far God. I did it. I can't believe I got away from them. At least I have the chance to prove my worth. Let's see here. We were at this junction when the first trap went off. A disciple triggered the second one here as we fled. So the third chapel would be the closest haven. What did the cameras say? There you are. Stay strong, my brothers and sisters. I will keep you safe from our tormentors. Speaking of which, if I close this corridor down and shut that access point, there. Now the faithless ones have to bring their remaining captives to Section 86. There are more traps on the route too. Who knew doing the Far God's work would be so fun? This is the 9th disciple of the 5th True Chapter. Yes, disciple. That sounds like an excellent idea. Head to access point 16 on that deck, and I'll let you through. When you're at the hyperdrive controls, I'll seal the path behind you. The intruders won't find you. I can't wait. May the Far God watch over us. We're finally going to do it. After all these years, we'll be free from these disgusting people who hate us so much. Well, you can all kiss my ass. You won't be missed in the next life, I'll tell you that much. Where did you go, What is your little gang planning? I'll find you before long. You can't hide from me forever. This was my purpose. I know it now. The Far God trusts me to watch over the faithful. I'm not going to mess this up. If only my wife could see me now. I'd love it if she was sitting beside me, telling me I'm only going to screw things up. Not today, Kathy. I've got the federal trespassers locked in their rooms, and the Far God's children are safe. I always said I just needed a chance to prove myself. But you never listened, did you? Ha! Found you. Federal rats in my maze. Where are you going? Agent West again? Very clever of you to escape the last corridor I shut you in. I'll give you that. You want to know something, Agent West? You remind me of a boss I used to have. He had the same serious expression. Yelled at me all the time because he was a bully. I'll bet you're just like him. Mean and selfish. Well, bullies should be locked up. Try and get out of this one, Agent West. Oh, what's with the sour face? Nowhere to go. Can't call for help. Loser! What's that noise? More federal vermin? Where is that coming from? This isn't right. Don't think so.
That didn't sound too nice of a finish. Right, 2 more to go, and then unfortunately I'm going to have to sign off because I'm a little bit later than I wanted to, and the cat is at the door with her nose on the window, so I can't be on much longer. Right, so I'll just play this audio. This is Joseph Tolman.
Our destiny lies far from the shackles of the federal oppressors. The Far God guides our path. I'm within the Dedicant's inner sanctum, with many brothers and sisters of the true chapters. We are safe for now. It will not be easy for our captors to find us. The heretics will not be permitted to further desecrate our sacred home. My faith never wavered. Even as we sat in our cells, even as we were insulted, spat upon, belittled, I knew the truth. It was merely a test of our devotion. I am proud that so many of us held on to the conviction the Far God demands. We have passed the trial. When the fires arrive to absolve the galaxy of sin, I shall be born anew. Never have I been so certain. We were once the lost. We are now the blessed. We will be the manifestation of peace from the ashes of the damned, cleansed by the cry of the Far God. I am ready to transcend.
Wow. Okay, let's see what his final comeuppance is.
The ninth disciple brings word. Our prayer has been delivered to the void. I await the heralds of the Far God. In our time of need, we ask our blessed Savior for protection. I have tried to convince our fellow humans of the paradise which awaits us. Offered a place among the faithful, only to be burned by rejection. I implored the unseen to open their eyes. As we were incarcerated, we extended our hands. When the fearful hunted us, we tolerated their wickedness, even as they took our lives. The Far God sees all. But today, as the Federation seeks to herd us like mindless cattle, we dig our heels in the dirt and deny them their illusion of control. Soon, the heralds will receive our offering. A signal broadcasting the songs of their vessels, a token of our faith. We will enter our pods to dream of paradise. My hands quiver with excitement at the beauty awaiting me in slumber. What happens to our physical bodies is of little consequence. We have already been martyred in the minds of the lost. Glory to the far God.
Interesting. I don't know what to make of those last ones. Yeah, Thargoid, yeah. But they knew they were called Thargoids. So, I don't know. It's a complicated I mean, I don't understand why the Thargoids destroyed the vessel. Apparently this is an unfinished story, by the way, just so you know. As I said earlier, and I didn't read that part, but I've just read it, it said it's an unfinished story within the game. So I think this is definitely something to do with... They might have lowered the Thargoids to the home systems. I think that might be what it was about. I think in their search for their god, they've lured the Thargoids in, and by the various recordings we've heard at different locations, Thargoids didn't seem to go easy on the children of the Far Gods, so didn't work out well for them, didn't work out for the Federal Secret Service who were embedded with them. So, yeah, we'll have to see how that develops in future. So, yeah, that was interesting. That was a good one. It's gone a little bit over time. It said on the website it was an hour's thing, but it's taken me 2.5. So there's no way it's an hour. But I'm not mourning. It doesn't feel like I've been doing this that long. Maybe if I hadn't gone to those couple of extra systems that I didn't need to, maybe it would have saved a bit of time, but anyway. Alright. Yeah, exactly, yeah. As it often is with people who praise something they don't know what it is. So yeah, it's normally what happens to them. People who want to... You only have to think of somebody like Timothy Treadwell. If you've seen the documentary Grizzly Man, highly recommend it. A guy who thought he could be best friends with grizzly bears, who ended up eating him. So it's... Yeah, quite often there's these people who think that they want to touch and connect with other things, and you just don't. You don't. Okay, people, I want to thank everybody for joining the stream tonight. It's been a very good stream, and this afternoon stream been a very good stream. Really enjoyed it. All my streams from now on are going to be something like what you've witnessed now, or it will be very, very specific about what I do that night. There will be the return of Daft Things. Like I showed the Jesus earlier and things like that, so I'm trying to work some of that in. I'm gonna have to go because I am knackered. I was up early this morning, and the cat can see the nose. Alright, so thanks everybody. I'll either see you during the week or next weekend, but look for I'll try and make sure that I always put the links up probably the day before. It's probably best. And thanks everybody for coming in. Thanks for dropping the likes and everything, and I hope to see you all soon. So for now, I will say 9-7, and enjoy the rest of your weekend and enjoy the rest of your evening. Okay, see you later.